Good morning. What is it, Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? You know, I actually run a planner channel, and I still do have to check. Have I done my planner today? Yes. Yes, I did. I have done my calendar for the day. But I'm going to paint my nails. I've had my burgundy and gold on for a week, so I'm going to trade that out. I'm going to do this. It's like a terracotta color. I think that'll be pretty for fall. I've removed the nail polish, done a little bit of cuticle remover, and pushed my cuticles back. I think I'm going to try to just dehydrate my nails a little bit more. You can hear I'm listening to one of my favorite YouTubers. Last week I talked about how much I love Simply Nailogical, and I do. She is just my nail inspiration. But I also have gotten addicted to Sister Wives. Who else is with me? Who else has gotten addicted to Sister Wives? I can't help it. This is like a train wreck. I cannot stop. Like, put a penny on the tracks. I don't know exactly what I meant by that, so don't destroy me for saying it, please. So I think I'm gonna kind of file my nails a little bit. And again, Simply Nailogical told me I had to have a glass file. And I just want to clear this up right now. I never would cheat with a cheap end reward, never. That's just here for an example of what not to do. Oh no, no, that's not what I was doing. I'll just do this off camera so you can't see. That's nice. But we can still listen to Without a Crystal Ball. We're talking about Sister Wives. I love her commentary. We're talking about Sister Wives season. It is actually, I think they're saying it's season 17, but it's actually like season 170,000 of this show. They've been on forever. I'm going to do something, Christine, with Nailogical would probably have a fit. But I've got a little piece of skin right here that's kind of... Got something in this cuticle right here. It's like a piece of... leftover piece of nail polishes up in this cuticle. I don't know if I can stay in frame on this or not. My camera might not be at the right angle for me to do this really, really well. So we're just going to keep on chit-chatting. So... this is where I had that little piece of going on right there. It's because I've got a weird bump on this cuticle. It's just a weird thing, and I don't know exactly what it is. And it's been there like for years, and it won't go away. And can you go to your doctor and say, hey, there's just a little bump on my cuticle? I just don't feel... I don't know if I feel right about that. Maybe I'll mention it last time. I've got this bump right here on my finger. My doctor's pretty cool, so he'd probably laugh along. Okay, so that's good. I feel good about that. So I don't know if you can... I've never showed my little box. I have a little box that I keep just my random nail stuff in. And I've got little sponges because I do like to sponge, little clippers, tweezers, last week's nail polish, extra base coat, extra top coat. I love these, the Chatty top coats. Again, another end reward that I don't even know how that got there. That's trash.
Just as I thought, trash.
And my little brushes to help me clean up. Let's just keep it up here, Steph. Keep it right here. So anyway, so we're watching this season 17 million of Sister Wives. And It is, it's not watchable. Or not unwatchable. I don't know if I could do a good job at this angle, but I'll do it for you. I don't even know if I'll post this. So last week I filmed my whole nail painting routine. And then, let me just tell you, I went to upload it, and somehow, when I transferred the files to my computer, I lost the files. Like, I know that they're in the computer somewhere, but I can't find them, and I didn't rename them, and I don't know what file folder they went to, and it's just funny. So I was doing stuff in my computer. Here, I'm going to move this down.
Oh my god, I don't know when I'm going to be back here, especially since we haven't really gone to spend as much time together.
Let's see if this will focus.
Not knowing when I'm going to see him again, it's really hard. Sometimes you get to see
Okay, that's good. So I think, yeah, I've got my base coat on here. I'm using the Orly again.
And, you know, she didn't really get to say goodbye to Janelle's kids, which again sort of proves to me that Janelle and Christine are not as close as you would think they are. If they were super close, they would have said goodbye to her, right? And
so yeah, we're catching up on Sister Wives. This last episode took forever to upload. I have Disney Plus that I buy through Amazon Prime, and it didn't upload until like last night, and so I felt like I was behind. And my husband too, because let me just tell you, my husband has gotten into this with me too. It's the darndest thing. I didn't think he would. And he saw me, like, look, we didn't watch this show. That just wasn't on our radar for the longest time, forever. But then, a couple years ago, I guess, I don't know when it came back on the radar, and that we were all of a sudden like, no, anyway, whenever it popped up, and I want to say probably in 2020, whatever season that was. But, hold on, I've got to change this because I'm probably not going to watch anything with the people that are being covered in this next video. We're sticking with Sister Wives for my little gossip sesh. My little gossip seshation. And look, I don't have a script for this. This is just nails and chit chat. I have no point. I have no agenda. I don't even know if I've got anything good to say. All right. I think that I hit play on that one when I wasn't watching it. Okay. So I like this terracotta color, and I think it's kind of subtle and really pretty for November. It's nice and autumnal looking. Don't let that go. So if you don't watch Sister Wives, I just highly recommend it. If you're not following any other soap operas these days, because this is like all the days of all of the wives. This guy's got 4 wives, he says. He doesn't. He's got a wife and a best friend. It's like, marry your best friend. If you're not married by the time you're 20, let's get married. I feel like that's exactly what they did. Like, if you're not married and having babies when you're 22, it's totally going to be us. And so that's one of the wives. The other one had a little incident with a fan who got a little familiar and lied to her. I feel bad about that, sorry, but I kind of wish that had worked out for her, and I bet she wishes it had worked out for her. This person lied to her about who they were, and it was like a whole catfish situation. And I mean, honestly, if that had been real, that would have been the best case scenario for this girl, and I feel really bad for her for being catfished, Because I feel like she was catfished like by her husband and by this person online. I mean, your husband, you get married and then I don't understand the ins and outs and the thought processes of polygamy, because I just wouldn't be married to a bunch of people at once. But that's just me. I mean, no judgment. You do you, boo. But they've always tried to act like this thing was perfect and the best choice for our family, and it's just, it never has been. I don't think they've ever understood that the reason they have a show is people watch it, not because they want to understand it and love it, but because y'all are just not doing any of it good. Y'all are, no, it was not good. It was really interesting for a long time to see just a group of completely delusional people convince themselves that this alternative lifestyle that they were trying to purport as being perfect is a shit show. I shouldn't be so mean, but I mean, but what do I know? I don't know. I have been married for like, what, 24 years or so, so I know that much, but maybe me and my husband are boring. I think we're as boring as we want each other to be. Yeah, I would not. So yeah, I couldn't handle my husband wanting to be with somebody else. Now, the thing is, we have been married for a long time. Now, and I've seen my husband like flirt with somebody before. I've seen him like, oh wow, look at that. I'm like, you go for it, honey. Go for it. Go out. Yeah, just say something. But he's seen me do that too. One time, this is a cute story. One time we took our kids to the Renaissance Fair. And we were walking around with the kids, and there is this guy, and he was dressed up like a medieval, I don't know. But he was wearing like all this leather. He had these leather things tied around these bulging biceps. He was straight off the cover of a bodice ripper. And let me tell you, if I'd had a bodice, I would have ripped it. And I think I was standing there with my mouth open. I think it was an involuntary reaction. My husband looked at me, he said, I'm standing right here with our children. Oh, it was so cute. He wasn't jealous or anything. He knew it. He thought it was funny.
How thrilled I am that you've agreed, because I have been praying so hard.
Because we're pretty solid, I think. See, okay, so Cody talks about things not being fair. He has 4 wives. 4. You know how many husbands those wives have? They have 1/4 of a husband. They got 25% of this guy, supposedly. But now I think it's coming out that, like one of his wives, he ditched because of the catfish. But they're still spiritually married. Okay, apparently they think that they're gonna live on a planet and be a princess and a priest and a god on a planet, their own planet when they die. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Well, how'd you come up with this? Because it just sounds ridiculous to me. Whoops, I went over on that guy. Oh yeah, they're dividing up property now, and their finances are just so convoluted. Like, one of the wives doesn't work at all, that we can tell. If she does, she's kept it a secret. A good secret. But So the other one bought a house, and now they're getting divorced. And apparently when you don't get married, your divorce is just, you know, you walk around in a circle 3 times and spit at the moon. Oh yeah, the wives also, like, have hated each other. They try to act like they're best friends. They're not best friends. But the thing is, they could make it like fun, like, ooh, I'm competing for your time. They could make it cute. But they just never did. I think that somebody lied to them and said that they had charisma. I'm sorry, that's so cruel. Like, I think that this guy, the guy who's the husband, he took the biggest red pill in the world. He believes that her leaving is destroying his faith and it's destroying his family. Their children are adults, I guess, except for one who's like 11. Oh, he doesn't even know how old the kids are. I didn't mention that. He don't know how old the kids are. He literally doesn't know how old the kids are. How do you explain that more? He doesn't know how old his kids are. I guess that's how you explain it. Okay, so I've got my terracotta on. I think this is pretty. I'm happy with it. I like it. So I'm going to pop on some Chatty. So the stuff I use for my cuticles is I use the jojoba oil, and I also use the stuff I got from Sally's years ago. And I use this little orange wood stick to push my cuticles back. But you know what my favorite thing to push my cuticles back with is my thumbnail. Fight for her. But you can't be away from me for more than a day and a half. So yeah, this guy's kid has surgery, and like, I don't feel comfortable talking about these kids very closely, so I'm not gonna go. But anyway, he would not go to this kid's medical event, which, no, that was just, that's bad. My husband and I had a kid with some health problems, and I mean in and out of the hospital all the damn time. And I could not imagine if I felt like I was doing it by myself. And even with my husband being as great as he was and us doing everything together, gosh, we still were both exhausted. It was hard. It was really hard when she would be in the hospital for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then home health care afterwards. There's always something to do, and it would just, and we had another kid. We had 2 kids, and so you're trying to you know, take care of one at home, you're trying to take care of one in the hospital. It's hard. It's really, really, really hard. And I think we could barely even keep our heads above water, like in any way. And we were 100% on each other's team. And I always knew he was on my team. And he always knew I was on his team, so. But going through this kind of thing with a partner who's not supportive, man, I just couldn't. I couldn't even imagine. I don't want to imagine. Okay, now I'm imagining it. Oh, it's horrible. Gosh, now I'm imagining it. But yeah, our little Breck. Oh no, Stella. That's my dog snoring at the mere mention of somebody else. Why do you have everybody else? Alright. So I think this is pretty. I'm going to slide my little paper towel off and get me on my black background. How pretty is that? Alright, so I'll do my after picture. I like it how all the little the stars do it like this. We're going to take a picture real quick.
Because it's kind of creepy if a guy goes on and finds the way. So Mary brought in all of these. He felt ownership.
All right. So thanks for coming to my polish and bench. I'll come up with a better word for it. Just polish and goss. Polish and goss. All right, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to find last week's video and I'm going to upload that too. We'll just be Chatty Cathy all day long. All right, bye.